All right, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if I have too many gentlemen there, but good morning. I am going to go ahead and mute everybody, and I'm going to start. So let me set things up. As always, we start with 10 minutes of core. And those of you who are not interested in doing core, I understand. Maybe you have already worked out this morning and you can just go ahead and settle in and rest. We're going to start right away in our plank position. So go ahead and find your way into your plank. Your arms are going to be nice and straight right underneath your shoulders. You're on your wrists and you're on your toes if you can. Settle in here, 10. Don't drop your head, 9, 8, 7, 6. Don't drop your hips, please, 5. Pull your shoulders back, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Left leg up, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Place your left foot on the floor. If you're on your knees, can still do the same thing. Just stay on your knees. Right leg up. The cat is going to jump on me. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. I'm sure that you have built quite a fire here in your shoulders, which is awesome. All right, we're going to go ahead and find our way onto the right side and still going into planks, a little more planks than usual. Feel free to do that on your knees if you have to, but if you absolutely can, if you can, please go into full side plank. Your elbow is, as always, right underneath your shoulder. You're going to go ahead and reach your left arm above your head. Please open your chest. And we're going to start lifting our left leg and dropping it down. And again. And 3. And 4. And 5. Breathe, breathe, breathe. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Keep it up. Bring your elbow to your knee and open up. Don't rush. 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6. Stay with me. We're almost there. 7, 8, 9, don't collapse into your right foot, 10, wonderful. Bring your left arm all the way up, inhale, and with an exhale, dig under your right shoulder. And again, inhale, exhale, inhale, 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Beautiful. Drop your hips on the floor, rearrange, reset, readjust. Once again, if you get very tired, you can just drop on your lower knee and continue doing everything that we're doing here. Ready? Find your position, right arm over. This really adds to the weight of the body. Right leg goes up and down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and knee and elbow. Good. Find them right in the center. 2, 3, No rush. 4, breathe into your obliques here. 5, chest is really open. 6, don't collapse into your left ankle. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Release. Inhale, open up. Exhale, dive in. Inhale, open up. Exhale, dive in. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Rotate now onto your forearms. Feet are on the floor. Draw your shoulders back. Please open your chest. Drop your hips almost to the floor. Watch your lower back and lift back into plank with an exhale. And again. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Even if you're doing it on your knees, which is definitely an option, I want you to release your right leg for your next one. And again, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right foot down, left one up. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. All right. Give your shoulders a break. We're going to go for the last series here. This time, we're on the floor. Legs are going to come up. Try and keep them as straight as you can. When you bring them up, bend. And about 2 inches above the floor, you're going to straighten them and lift them up like you're scooping. And 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, this is your exhale, 8, 9, 10, and the other way. So for this next one, if you need to place your hands under your tailbone, please do. Once again, a couple of inches above the floor, drag your feet toward your pelvis and lift. When you come into this lift your hips up. Ready? And up. And up. Please watch your shoulders. Make sure that your shoulders are really comfortable here. 5, 6. There's going to be 20 of these, and we're going to be done after that. 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 more. 11, 12. Last 8. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Yay! Ha. Perfect. We're starting stretch, and it's really, I find that since we are in our own houses and we can use furniture, please feel free to use furniture to support you anytime we are in a position where you're challenging your balance. For now, grab your straps, your belts, or your towels, whatever works. We're going to start with legs and we're going to finish with legs. And you're going to bend your left knee. You're going to place your strap or your towel right here in the center of your left foot. And we're going to start by gently straightening it and bringing it wherever your first destination is. Really doesn't matter. Then I want you to soften your knee. Please relax your shoulders. Your arms are going to be working, but everything else should be really nice and relaxed. Straighten that right leg and allow it to be as heavy as possible. So you're going to soften your knee, and you're going to try and bring that foot a little bit closer into the stretch and straighten your leg again. And let's try that again. Soften your knee, settle in here, bring your foot a little bit closer in and straighten your leg again. And I'm talking not like feet. We're talking about millimeters here, but every millimeter really counts. You're training your body to open up, just like you're training yourself to run or do core or any other new activity. Same thing here. So one last time, soften your knee, bring that left foot a little bit further into the stretch. This should feel really, really yummy. Do not overdo it and then straighten it. Good. So now we are in the position where this is as far as we want to go. And now, very gently, you're going to start to pull with your right hand and with your left hand as you're bringing your foot to the right and to the left of what's the axis. Okay? And I want you to start really breathing into the muscles that you're opening up. Think of them. Relax your ankle here. Now, does this feel a little bit better if it is closer to the right? Does it feel a little bit better when it is closer to the left? Decide that. And we're about 6 to 8 inches overall away from that axis. Find it where it feels the best. 3 breaths, stay in that position. Once again, relax your ankle. Don't let your ankle resist this. Just relax it. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath. Good, wonderful, very good. So now we're going to grab the strap, the towel, whatever you have, your tool, into your right hand, both ends of it. You're going to release your left arm to the floor. And what this does is basically allowing for balance. And very gently, you're going to start to bring your leg to the right side of your body. I'm going to turn so that you can see. I'm actually not going to go all the way down to the floor because I know most likely my left shoulder blade is going to come off the floor. So as I'm pulling that leg down, I'm actually going to bend my right elbow and rest it on the floor and continue pulling it in while my left shoulder blade is still on the floor. If you find that you do have that flexibility and you can continue keeping your shoulder blade on the floor little by little, continue on bringing it all the way down. Very nice. Slow. Stay as patient with your body as you possibly can be. Relax. This is a good stretch for the IT band as well. We're going to get into this particular stretch slightly differently in a little bit today. Good. From here on, go ahead and start to lift it. If you need to bend your knee to do that, that's fine. Lift all the way up. Good. Let's play a little bit with this again. Soften your knee. Press your left foot a little bit more into the stretch and straighten it. This time, it's your left hand that is going to grab your strap. Right arm is all the way out, and then you're going to start to bring that leg out. Just bring it to about 45 degrees. Don't go much further, because what happens is I want you to concentrate on the stretch in the hamstrings as opposed to trying to fight the right hip coming off, okay? Start with 45 degrees. If you start feeling that your right hip starts to come off the floor, pull it back in. In, and then maybe give it a little rotation here, just a little tiny bit. How does it feel? Where does it feel the best? Find it, and now stay. Shoulders relaxed. Your breathing is relaxed. We haven't done just the legs in a very long time. For all the footwork that we do these days, this is good. We need it. Keep relaxing your ankle here. 2 more breaths. One more. Good. And go ahead and lift. Awesome. All right. Go ahead and bring your strap now toward the toes. Activate your ankle and pull, 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 pull. Straighten your knee. And once again, move that leg slightly to the right and to the left. It's almost like you're trying to touch your toes to your shin. So this time your ankle is really active as opposed to relaxed like on the previous stretch. And again, as you move side to side, note where you feel the stretch the most, and now stop there and just breathe into it. This is much more intense than the previous one. Be patient, be patient, be patient. Shoulders relaxed. Breathe. You don't want to overwhelm your shoulders. Good. Soften that knee and release. And actually hug your knee. Give me 3 rotations with your ankle clockwise and counterclockwise. Bring blood back into your foot. Yay, and go ahead and release that. Right knee is in. Grab your strap, midfoot. And once again, we're going for it. Soften your knee, bring your foot further into it. Your left leg is heavy into the floor and straighten it. And again, soften, pull it a little bit deeper into it and straighten. How are your shoulders? Are you using them? Please don't. 3 more times, just like this. Move, relax. You're stretching your hamstrings, but as a result, you're also stretching your glutes. You're also stretching your lower back on the right side. 1 more time, soften your knee. Bring your foot as far as it would go. Straighten, assess the situation, relax your ankle. Too many things to think about. Anything becomes uncomfortable, you know to go back into neutral position. Release it and try again. No big deal. We're staying in these stretches long enough. If you're spasming, just soften your knee and then try again. Good. And then from here, once again, 6 to 8 inches to the right and to the left from the axis. We'll keep relaxing your ankle. And you're starting to figure out where you're feeling the stretch the most. I bet your hands are now a little bit tired. Good. For the next 3 breaths, I want you to stay in the position where you feel the yummiest stretch. It may be all the way toward the ceiling, it may be a little to the right, a little to the left, wherever it is. You know your body more than anybody else. 1 more breath. Yay, awesome. All right, left hand only. Right arm is out. Nice and slow, and remember, just like on the other side, the point here is to keep your right shoulder blade on the floor. So maybe stop where your left elbow is supporting your leg. And then if you think you can, continue to go. And a little more. Ankle is relaxed. Nice and slow. Left arm is working. Everything else should be really happy. One more breath. Good. Start to lift. Primarily use your left arm to lift. Now we're going to go in the opposite direction, right? So, but before we do that, reset one more time. Try and figure out, bring your hips back into square position, soften your knee. See if you can pull that leg a little bit deeper into the stretch. So soften your knees, straighten, soften, straighten, soften, and we're good. We're ready to go. This time, left arm is creating the balance. And once again, start with about 45 degrees. See how you feel. Right arm is working. Maybe that's how far you want to go. You want to make sure that your left hip remains on the floor. Nice and slow. You think that you can? Continue opening it. The minute your left hip comes off the floor, either stop or better, bring it back closer to neutral position. Ankle very relaxed. One more breath. And let's lift it all the way back up. Wonderful. All right. Strap is back in both of your hands. Maybe shake them and then go ahead and bring it closer to your toes. This time we're activating our ankle, remember? And pull your toes. And very gently pull your leg a little bit closer and keep your ankle very, very active. This is our first attempt at stretching our calves. We'll do more in a bit. One more breath. Good. All right. Release your strap. Bend your right knee, gently hug it, and give me a rotation with your ankle 3 times in each direction, just like on the other side, trying to bring blood back in. Yay, wonderful. Slide your right leg down and away. Stretch your arms all the way up. Oh, yes, feels good. All right, go ahead and find your way into your tabletop position. And we're gonna do a couple of things here. Give your legs a little break here. We are going to open up our spine. Roll your shoulders up, back, and down. Your knees are going to be hip width apart. And we're gonna draw circles with our hips. Bring your hips slightly to the left, slightly forward to the right, and slightly back. And again, 3 times. Back is neutral. Pull your shoulders back. This should feel good. Good. And now we're going to go in the opposite direction. To the right, forward, left, back. 2 more times. And again, observe your body as you're breathing. Does this feel good? If it does, remember it. Wonderful. Shift your hips all the way back. Tuck your tailbone under. Drop your head on the floor. Shift your hips gently side to side. If your knees are uncomfortable with this, don't go all the way down. Lift up. Roll your shoulders back and bring your hips down to the floor. Shift your hips slightly side to side. And come back into your tabletop position. Drop your belly, roll your shoulders back, open up your chest, lift your chin slightly, and see if you can bring your tailbone up. And now from here, we're going to go in the opposite direction. So tuck your tailbone under and really, really, really press your hands into the floor, like you're pushing your mat away from you. Open up the distance between your shoulder blades and drop your head. Once again, we're going to reverse that. So soften your elbows, tailbone up, chest is forward, chin is up, arch. And once again, tailbone under and nose under. Back into neutral position and drop your hips back. And once again, lift, roll your shoulders back, cobra, coming forward, chest is open. Nice. All right, and we're back into legs. We'll come back to this one several times more. So, right foot is going to come forward. Here is where I definitely recommend that you hang on to either piece of furniture or maybe your yoga blocks, whatever it is that really helps you, because I don't want you fighting here for balance at all. And I don't want you bringing your hips all the way forward either. So what I want you to try and do is activate your left glute and start to press your left hip and tailbone under and your left hip forward. So there, this is the movement. If you can, bring your right foot a little bit more in line with your left knee. This is why I wanted you to hang on to something. Don't fight here with your balance. Good. Release, and let's try that again. Remember, the more that your right foot is in line with your left knee, the deeper you're going to feel this stretch. Release. One more time. Tuck your tailbone under. Press your left hip slightly forward. This is where I want you to feel the stretch, this hip flexor. It's a long muscle that goes all the way into your lower spine here. Place your left hand on your right knee and start to rotate your body to the right. Very small movement, minute. And start to press your body just a tiny bit to the right and forward, right and forward. Find a position where you feel this, really, really feel this, and then stay. Now from here, reach your left arm as high as you possibly can and lean even more into the right side of your body. Once again, hang on to something, don't fight the balance. Two more breaths. One more. And go ahead and release that. Yay. Heel toe your right foot back to the right. And we're placing our hands either on the floor or on other tools, whatever it is that helps you. And let's just open up our hip flexor in a different position. So we're going to start to draw, once again, circles with our hips. Make sure that your right knee does not go over your right toes. And in the opposite direction, movement really helps determine how far you can go. All right, I'm going to turn around here because this is what I want you to try and do now. So we're going to we're going to draw our hips back. And we're going to relax our toes here, and our right knee is going to be really straight. Okay. Your hips are going to be square, shoulders square. You're going to take a nice deep inhale, and with an exhale, drop your chest as low as you can. Now remember, we've already stretched our hamstrings, so presumably you should be pretty good here. So it shouldn't be hurting. You should feel like, oh, okay, I think I've done this one before. So now, what I want you to try and do, and again, hold on to a piece of furniture if you need to. Bring your left hand onto the right side of your right foot. And then continue on bringing your right hand further out. The more you're twisting, the more you're going to start feeling the stretch in the IT band, in the outer part of your hamstrings. In fact, I'm actually placing my left hand right against my right foot, pressing it out so that it does not go, it helps me intensify the stretch. Stay here. We've got 20 more seconds. Please breathe. Relax your shoulders. Your neck is relaxed. Continue breathing. Good. And from here, very slowly, gently lift up and start to walk back into the square hip position, and you're facing forward now. See how my toes are up? Rotate them to the right. If you can reach with your right hand, just go ahead and press your toes all the way out and drop again into the stretch. Breathe. If it feels okay, shift your hips just 1 inch side to side, just to find the most perfect place where you should feel it. So I am mostly feeling it in the inner part of my hamstrings, right here. 2 more breaths, please. Wonderful. Release that. And once again, come forward and back. Easy. Forward and back. One more time. Forward and back. Great. All right. Back into our tabletop position. You are in a very neutral position for your spine. Roll your shoulders up, back, and down. And again, toward your ears, up and down. One more time. And from here, soften your elbows. Drop your belly and your chin is up and your tailbone is up. And you feel that the top of your head is about to touch your tailbone. Doesn't matter that they're 5 feet apart. That's not what you're envisioning. And now we're going to go in the opposite direction. Tailbone under, belly button into your spine. Arms are straight. You're pressing the earth away from you. Tuck your chin now. Your nose and your tailbone are going to touch any second now. Wonderful. And from here, go ahead and shift your hips all the way forward. Drop. Roll your shoulders once again, up, back, and down. And again, you're sinking into your shoulders and then you're lifting. One last time. Awesome. Lift your chin. Wonderful. All right. And we are back now. It is our left foot that's over to the front. And once again, we are at about 90 degrees. Hold on to something. Remember, there's going to be all that balancing. We're going to activate our right glute and we're going to start to tuck our tailbone under as we're pressing our hip flexors forward. In the meantime, we're also going to try and heel toe our left foot so that it is in the same line as our right knee. Hold it, one more breath. And release. And again. Press it forward, press it, press it, press it, and hold. And release. One more time. A lot of muscles that are really tensing up and really pressing it all forward. Now continue now, gently pressing your right hip forward. Good, and we're gonna rotate now. Right shoulder is going to now go towards your left knee. Don't let go of your right glute. You're still tucking that tailbone under and pressing your glute forward. Reach your right arm up. Lean. So do you feel this stretch on the right side the same as you did on the left? Is it as intense or is it worse? Is it better? Those are little things that you may want to ask yourselves every now and then. Just compare one side of your body to the other, and whew, that was good. Heel to your left foot back and slightly forward. Hands are forward, and we are in a regular hip flexor stretch. Left knee is on top of your foot, and we're gonna draw circles. Forward, left, back, right, any which way. Just really open things up. Find where it feels really yummy. Good. Switch direction. And now we're shifting our hips back. And we're going to do the exact same thing we did on the other side. And once again, settle in here. We have opened already our hamstrings, so this should be okay. Relax your ankle, you don't need to worry about it. So now we're gonna go into the IT band stretch and a variation of our hamstring stretch. So you're gonna place your right hand on the left side of your left foot. Once again, feel free to press your hand into your foot if you can reach there. If you don't worry about it. I'm more interested in this rotation than anything else. Settle in here and start to drop your chest down. Again, you should feel this stretch, turn around, differently on one side than the other. And hopefully this feels good. Hopefully you feel like, oh, I did not know that existed. We have just discovered it. How awesome. That's how you feel, right? Please relax through your shoulders. Please relax through your neck. If you want to drop your head, drop your head. The deeper you go into the stretch, the more you would actually feel it, not only on the outside of your left hamstrings, but possibly in your sit bone and in your top part of your glute. Wherever you feel it, make sure that it feels right. Three more breaths, please. Two. Very nice. From here, very slowly, we're going to start to rotate back, squaring our hips all over again. Good. Now rotate that left foot to the left side if you can reach and press into it. That's even more awesome. If you cannot, just rotate it and concentrate on bringing your chest as low as you can. If you can actually reach and press on it, you will simply really relax your left leg here. Otherwise, it's a little bit more active, but in essence, it's very similar in terms of the stretch. As always, the first one to kiss the heel gets an extra prize. Nice. And very gently, wherever you are, release that. And we're gonna go for the movement. It should feel good. Listen to your body. Forward and back. And forward and back. And again, forward and back, and drag that left leg back again. All right, Last set of going into really, really round back and really, really arched back. So drop your belly, pull your shoulders back, soften your elbows, chest is really, really, really open. And from here, you're gonna start to bring your right shoulder towards your right hip and switch. And again, right, pull that shoulder towards your hip. One more time. Yay. Come back into neutral position, and from here, round your back. Press your hands into the floor. Drop your head, open up the distance between your shoulder blades, and a couple of inches back and forward. Don't lose that spine. One more time. Slightly back, slightly forward. We're just gently moving here. Nice. Roll your shoulders back. And once again, we're going to go all the way here. So by now, this should actually feel very comfortable. Shift your hips gently side to side. Pulling your shoulders just a tiny bit more. One side, the other side. And come back down on the floor. Now, if your lower back is not super comfortable, feel free to go all the way into your child's pose for 3-4 breaths until you really feel that wall is back to where it's supposed to be. In general, if your lower back is tender for one reason or another, all these very, very high positions, you can always just drop into your elbows or lower it all the way onto elbows on the floor. So listen to your body, go with your body. Nothing else matters. All right, so now, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna continue stretching our quads here. And in the past, we have done this stretch a lot, but I want to give you a variation of the stretch. So if you don't feel comfortable enough, you can roll onto the right side of your body and prop yourselves, or just lay your head on the floor. Bend your right knee so that it gives you plenty of balance here, and then grab your left leg and pull it back. See if that feels a little bit more comfortable. Otherwise, you are on your back, and we are pulling our left heel as close to our left glute as we possibly can. Try and keep your lower back neutral. Activate your left hip and gently press it into the floor. Almost like you're flattening this bone right here against the mat. And you can play with it, activate and then release, activate, and it's almost like you're rolling onto that. But it's a small, tiny movement. It's not really a very big movement. Just enough to feel that the intensity is there. If you are on your side, you can just draw that knee back. This is also a little bit easier on the lower back if you have any issues with the lower back. 2 more breaths. Wherever you are, stretch, find your flexibility, find your range of motion, and just a tiny, tiny bit more, press tiny, tiny bit more into that stretch. Nice. Wherever you are, go ahead and release that, and we're gonna go the opposite direction. So either on your side or on your belly, you're grabbing your right foot or you're reaching into it with a strap, whatever works best. And then we're starting to play with it here a little bit. And again, compare the 2 sides of your body. So if you're here, you're starting to press your right hip into the floor and releasing this. And if you are on the side with your left knee bent now, you are trying to bring that right knee back. Settle in. Try both variations. See what works better for you. One more breath. Yay, release that. Nice. All right, go ahead and place your hands on the floor and roll your shoulders back and come into child's pose. You're gonna open a couple of things more before I let you go. Shift your hips gently side to side and bring your hands all the way to the right and align your chest with the right knee. Coming back through the center, left. Nice. All right, go ahead and bring your hands all the way forward. And tuck your toes, walk your hands towards your knees, and come into a crouching position for me here. Nice and round back, pressing your heels into the mat, and go ahead and come into a full forward fold. All right, we have stretched our hamstrings today a lot. So I really, really, truly hope that you can see the difference in the way, how far you can reach with your hands, whether it is an extra few inches on the floor, or whether you can actually almost touch your toes, doesn't matter. What matters is that you feel the difference. Shift your hips gently side to side. Good, and very slowly, we're starting to come up. Unroll your spine nice and slow. 10, 9, keep everything relaxed and heavy. We're almost done. We have a couple more things to do. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, find the wall. And I apologize that I am facing the wall, but this is how I want you to actually do it. So I want you to go ahead and bring your left toes against the wall. You are standing about a foot away from it. Rest the toes on the wall and start to press your body forward until you feel a really nice stretch in your left calf. Relax your ankle here. Two more breaths. Good. Release that right one. And once again, we're starting to shift our body forward toward the wall. Nice and slow. Which of your calves tighter? Slowly opening things up. Stretching calves is always very yummy. You should also feel a good stretch in your ankle. Very nice. And this stretch session is not going to be complete without the shoulders. All right, so go ahead and grab your straps. Soften now through your knees. Set. Roll your shoulders up, back and down. Grab it the widest you need to grab. Bring it in front of your chest. Open all the way up. Your chest is forward. Drop your shoulders down. Lift your chin just a tiny bit. Keep your arms as straight as you can as you're bringing that strap behind you. Slow. You're about 45 degrees behind your back. Breathe. Relax. Now go ahead and bring it all the way to where your arms are parallel to the floor. Your back is really arched, but it should feel really good on your spine. You have opened it today. All right, from here, lift your right arm as high as it would go, drop your left arm as low as it would go. And then slowly come through the center and let's switch. Come through the center and switch again. Right one above, left one is down. Pay attention to the difference and continue stretching. Left one up, right one down. One more time. Right one up. And switch. Left one. Untuck your chin here for me, please. Don't fight it. Bring it back to where your arms are once again parallel to the floor. Pull with your right arm as you're rotating. And now pull with your left one as you're rotating to the right. We didn't do a lot of twists today, but we did plenty of other things. Lift once again to 45 degrees and then all the way up and in front. And now drop your shoulders, feeling that everything is so much longer. And release your straps one last time. Lift all the way up. Inhale, inhale, inhale. And exhale. And this is how you're going to be walking the rest of the day. Proud. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I won't see you tomorrow. So have an absolutely awesome weekend.